Hello everyone, my name is Katya. Welcome to my channel. This video will be about my new handmade oracle deck and about runes. I will show you my new deck that I made by myself, and we will also briefly speak about the meaning of each of the rune of a Utark. For my runic oracle, I choose a quite arguable version of a senior Futark, Nutark, and this is the version of a Professor Sigurd Agrell. From the point of view of a Nordic numerology, this row makes sense and has the right to exist. Professor Agrell affirmed that the actual runic row was encrypted in the Futark, and this is the Utark, and only the enlightened people and the chosen ones could understand it and could find it. So Futark is the external runic row, and the Utark is the internal, the magical one and the most powerful one. The main rule of this version is that the Fehu rune goes to the end of the row and the first one becomes Urus. And I think this is quite logical because Fehu means reward, means the prize that you get after the whole process, and this is logical for it to be in the end. The Urus means the primeval bull and the womb from which each of the process starts. This is the beginning of everything. That's why I also think that it has to be at the beginning. So Fehu and Urus, these two runes, are kind of the opposites, and they logically close the runic circle. Let me first light a candle as usual. Let me show you my very first oracle deck, a handmade oracle deck that I made I think 2 or 3 years ago. This pouch is also handmade, and I stitched some my favorite symbols like moon, stars, eye and some herbs. And inside there is quite a big deck. It has more than 50 cards. It's a white deck and it has not much color, but I like it anyway because it has so many symbols. It has so many situations, seasons, answers to different questions, types of persons, and many interesting things inside. And now let me show you my first runes, like stones. I also stitched this pouch, I sewed this pouch, and this is the Yggdrasil tree, and they were very cheap, but I like them anyway. I like their colors, I like that they were made of river stones, and they are quite nice. And this is my runic oracle. This pouch I crocheted by myself. It was 3 years ago and it wasn't supposed to be for my new oracle. Maybe in the future I will make something more beautiful, but this one works fine for now. And to be honest, inside I have 3 decks because when I went to the print shop I decided to experiment a little bit, and I made 3 colors. I will begin with the original color, and it was this beautiful deep gray. This deck was printed on a white paper, and it has gray color, this olive green, white and black. This is the verso of the card. This green deck and light brown deck has something so special and unique. 20% of these cards I made by myself. This white, this golden, and also this silver green, I don't know how to name it. I made after the print because they had no such color. That's why I think these decks has more power and are full of energy, my energy, because I spent so much time drawing each of these symbols, numbers, and also these words, and I like them so much. This is the verso. Drawings are actually the same, just the colors differ. This light brown, this white, this green, and in case of this deck, this red color I made after the print, and also spent a lot of time doing this. That's why these two decks are really unique and really special. Before I started making each of the cards of my deck, I first analyzed very carefully the meaning of each of the rune, and in my old book of shadows I wrote down all the meanings that I want to use for my deck. Here you can find them, but they're all written in Russian. I will translate them into English later. And also at the end of my book of shadows you can find the elements and their according rune for each of the 5 elements, and here you can find the last element, time. First, I want to show you and to explain the verso of my cards. Here the main symbol you can see is the triads interviewed in one symbol. These are 3 triangles. The first one means wooden Billy and ve, and it means creation of a space. The second is Urd, Verdanzi and Skuld, and it means being and time. And the third triangle is Hel, Jormungand and Wolf Fenrir, and it means destruction and living. I decided to put here the symbol of sun, of lightning, and of the warmth, and also my symbol KS, Katja Saint, and some branches. Let's begin with the first card, and this is Urus. The element of this card is earth. This is the primeval bull or cow. This is also a womb that gives birth to everything. It means health, well-being, power. It is also a primeval fire. It cleanses everything, and it also can change the inevitable. This is the beginning of everything. All the names are written in English, but the meanings, the main meanings, in Russian, but I will translate you. And here I wrote bull, because this is the main meaning of the card. The second card is Turisas, and it means Thor, the god Thor, the god of thunder. This is a very powerful card, and its element is fire. This is the power that destroys and also protects. This is the rune of the witchcraft and of black magic. That's why you see the according drawings. And this is the rune of giants, and also the gate between sky and earth. path, and here you can see a gate. This is the rune of travel, journey, the movement, and the destiny's gift. Third card is Ansus. Ansus means wisdom, and here it's written Mudrost. In Russian it means wisdom. This is the third card, and its element is air or freedom, brief, message, inspiration, artistry. Everything that is related to art is here. You can find it in this card. It also means a relationship between the teacher and the student, or between a god and a man. It means the receiving of the information. There is a lot of wisdom in this card, a lot of information. That's why I decided to draw a book. Rune number 4, and this is Rider. Rider means path, the path. It's put in Russian. Here you can see I draw a wheel. This is the card of chariot, the movement of the sun in the sky. It also means the movement, rhythm, and search for yourself. Also, Rider can mean 4 seasons. That's why its number is 4. The 5th card is Canas. Its element is, of course, fire. The main symbol of this card is torch. In Russian it's fakel. This card means the inner fire, the boiling, and also sexuality, clarity, and the dispelling of darkness, the will to victory, the impregnation, pregnancy, and the birth as one process. The 6th card is Gebo. It is the balance of all the elements of the air, earth, of fire, time, and water. Gebo means the gift, the giving and the receiving, the above connection with the beyond. Self-sacrifice. If you notice the shape of the rune Gebo, it looks like a man with the outstretched legs and arms. This rune can mean the partnership, the unification, and the talent. Next rune is Vunyo. The element of this rune is earth. Vunyo means joy. In Russian I wrote here Radost. It also means happiness, pleasure. The name of the rune comes from the wish, the word wish. It means the fulfillment of the desires, and win, the ability to win. Vunyo is 7 colors of a rainbow, and that's why it's logical that its number is 7. Here I decided to draw a rainbow with 7 colors. A rainbow is also a symbol of a bridge to the world of luck. This card also means the time of light after the dark. Next card, and the card number 8, is Hagalas. Its element is water, and this is a very destructive card. This is the eyes that fall from the sky, from the world of gods. It destroys everything and brings much knowledge. Hagalas comes from the word hagel, that means stone or crystal. That's why here you can find a huge piece of stone, crystal, or maybe just ice. It also can mean punishment and the change that no one is able to stop. Something inevitable that will happen. It contains all the runes inside it. The next rune is the rune number 9, and this is Nautis. Its element is fire, and the main symbol of this rune is destiny. Here you can find the word судьба in Russian, that means destiny. This is the rune of need. This card is very tight related to Norns. It is the rune of magic. That's why you can notice the magical ball that I drawn here. It means 9 months of pregnancy. expectation. That's why you can see a baby inside of this ball. And number 9 of this rune is very logical. This is the rune of waiting, like a woman is waiting during its pregnancy. This card is the same. The process is on hold, and this is kind of period of survival. Next card is the card number 10, and this is Isa. Isa means ice. You can see the word lod, that means ice from Russian. This is a very cold card. It is winter, cold. It is also materialization, concentration, also sometimes death. But death in the meaning that this is the end of something old and the beginning of something new. This is the sleep condition, precede of the Renaissance and the stop of the process, and also self-restriction. Yera. This is the card number 11, and its element is time. This is the rune of the year and of the harvest, урожай in Russian. You see a basket full of harvest. This is prosperity. These are 2 moons rotating around its axis. The sun's year, which is 365 days, is 11 days longer than the moon's one, which is 354. And these 11 days are believed that have a huge magical influence in the year. That's why Yera is the number 11th in the Runic alphabet. Number 12 is Pert, and the element of this rune is water. This is the rune of stone, and the main symbol of this rune is the birth. Petra means stone, and also the word Pert connects to the English word birth. That's why the main symbol of this stone is birth. There are a lot of myths, Nordic myths, that the god is being born from a mountain, and the god is being born from sky and from 12 zodiacal signs. That's why here you can see the zodiacal calendar, and inside it a huge mountain. I wanted to show the symbol of the mountain that gives birth to the god. This rune means destiny and a wanderer looking for the truth. Next rune is the rune number 13, and this is Avas. Its element is water, and its main symbol is yew tree, which is quite poisonous, as you know. This tree grows very well on tombs, and that's why it is logical that it is number 13, because 13 is number of death and of the eternal life. A yew tree can live until 2000 years. This rune might be considered as a world of tree Yggdrasil because it is always green. It means communication and the traveling between the worlds. Also, this is the rune of warriors. It can symbolize a weapon because this symbol looks like a weapon. Sometimes this rune means that the aim is correct, but the victory will not be easy. Next rune, and one of my favorite runes, is the rune number 14, and it is Algis. The main symbol of this rune is, as you see, an elk, and I like so much this animal because I find it really sacred, and also people in the past considered it a very sacred animal because of its connection to gods. The element of this rune is fire. It means a horned god, protection, a male part and female part in one. This is the bridge between worlds, or sometimes a man that directs the power from the world of gods. This is also a rune of friendship, a shelter, and a rune of life. Rune number 15, and this is soul. Of course, the element of this rune is fire, and the main symbol is sun, in Russian Solnце. In the Nordic tradition, sun is a female goddess. This is the power of the day, the victory, the lightning, the inner wisdom, the light, optimism, creative enthusiasm. This is a very positive rune, but sometimes it can burn. Next rune is a male rune, and this is the rune number 16. Its element is fire, and the name of the rune is Tevas. This is the rune of fight and victory. That's why the main symbol I chose it to be a sword. Tevas was the ancient god of war and sky. This symbol was very often carved on swords for good luck in the battle. It gives bravery and self-sacrifice. This is the rune of masculinity, power and reversal of ego. Next rune is the rune number 17, and this is Berkana. Berkana is a very female rune. That's why the main symbol is a birch, because the birch is considered to be a women's tree. Also, I drawn here a broom, like witch's symbol. Berkana, when we look at the symbol of a rune, it's look like a woman's breast or a pregnant woman. This is the rune of witchcraft, a rune of goddess Frigg and Freya. It means mother, fertility, and family's heart. There is a very beautiful myth that after the death, women's souls are connected to birch tree. Next card is the card number 18, and this is Evas. Its element is air, and the main symbol is horse. Let's notice the shape of the rune. It's kind of look like a horse. That's why it's very easy to remember. Evas comes from the word which means horse. This is the rune of partnership, friendship. The word Yggdrasil means Odin's horse that brings him to different worlds. Horse is the most magical animal and brings the best protection. This symbol also looks like a scale sometimes, so it can mean balance, and sometimes it means two men shaking their hands, like friendship or partnership. Next rune is the rune number 19. Its element is fire, and the name of the rune is Manas. Manas is a human rune, me of the society. And that's why I decided to draw it in the head of a man. It represents you, human in balance, and a man and a woman hugging. This rune means 4 cardinal directions. Mana means human or tree, me of the society, as I said earlier, and this is also the rune of a community, civilization, of the sincerity of the feelings, and mutual help and compassion. Next rune is the rune number 20, and this is Lagos. Lagos means lake. Its element is, of course, water. This means water, lake, liquid, and the base of life, because all the life came from water. This water is very much connected to the moon, to the magic, and to the witchcraft. This card is also connected to the menstrual cycle. That's why its number is 20. This means dreams, baptism, fantasy, intuition, wisdom, peace, and meditation. The card number 21, and it is Ingus. That means the seed. Its element is earth. This is the man's power of fertility. Ing means the seed, or the god connected to Freyr, the Freyr's husband. This is the seed of everything that is going to happen. This is a very spring card. The energy of growth, prosperity, the sunlight. I decided to draw a flower that grows from a seed, and above the flower you can see sun. That means energy. Next card is also one of my favorite cards, and this is card number 22. it is Odal. Its element is earth and its main symbol is house. Of course, I decided to draw here a house, a very pretty house. I like to draw houses, actually. And this is the heritage, the estate, the real estate. Odalman means the free man that owns earth. This is also a card of a family, of relatives, a card of protection, and the search for roots. Here you can notice some roots. Next card is the card number 23. It's a very beautiful card that is named Dagas and means day. I decided to draw a butterfly because this is also the step from the chrysalis into the new reality. This is the card of the changes, of metamorphosis. This is the rune of the day, the time from the sunrise to sunset, enlightenment. Also, this is a big protection against witchcraft and the highest point of the cycle. Next card, and the last one, is the card Feho. Its element is fire and it means wealth, богатство in Russian. This is the reward that you gain after the finishing of the cycle. This is the acquisition, the completion, and the fire of life, gold, mutual love, intelligence, emotional stability, and also the rune of blacksmithing. That's why here you can find a lot of blacksmithing symbols. A very beautiful card, and very often this card is the first one. In my oracle, this is the last one because this is the reward that you obtain in the end. Also, I couldn't forget about the Odin card. This is the Namti card, a card of destiny, and I tried to draw here something like a black hole. This is a blank rune that means silence, the void or infinite possibility. This is also the space between words, the brief before speech. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it and it was useful and interesting. If you want to support me, support my channel, you can subscribe, or you can press like to this video, or you can support me on my Patreon. The link you will find below this video. I hope to see you very soon in my next vlog. Bye bye.